So Greg writes in, creamed turkey over a piece of toast.
Oh, isn't that...
Creamed turkey on a piece of toast.
So I've had an open-faced turkey sandwich. I've had that at a diner before, but I don't know what creamed turkey is.
What is it, like blended?
Yeah. I mean, I had that Thanksgiving smoothie a while back. Remember that?
Yeah, and how was that? It was disgusting.
Creamed.
Right?
You know what's good with turkey? When you cream it up, you just put it in a blender, make it all soft and smooth.
This text says pork and beans. I actually got in trouble once for throwing it out my window.
Pork and beans. Have you had pork and beans?
I'm sick of pork and beans, Mom. You check it out the window. Yes, I have had it.
You had beanie weenies growing up.
That's what we called it. That's what we called it. Was beanie weenies.
I think there's beanie weenies, and then I think there's pork and beans. I think they're different. Because I've had pork and beans, but I've never had beanie weenies.
Beanie weenies for me was cut up hot dogs in pork and beans.
No, pork. Oh, okay. Because pork and beans is just, it's that kind of orange beans, and they have little chunks of pork in them.
Yeah, we had that with cut up hot dogs in it.
And you called it beanie weenies.
Beanie weenies.
But I
actually think you can get a can of beanie weenies at the store.
I was going to say, I believe you can actually buy a can of beanie weenies.
You know what we should do? We should do some video series at home where we try some of these throwback meals that we had as kids.
That's a great idea.
Like cut up hot dogs and mac and cheese. Low key. I could go for that right now.
You could still eat that today?
I could eat cut up hot dogs and mac and cheese.
I can't eat tuna mac
as a
anymore.
kid.
My mom would make tuna mac because, mac and cheese to feed a whole family, I mean, it was okay, but you had to throw in some protein, so old tuna fish.
Funny you say that. Several people saying tuna mac and cheese. Oh. I thank goodness my mom never made me that.
Oh, it's so bad.
Never had it before in my life. Brussels sprouts, I hated those. The amount of texts that say liver and onions.
That really surprises me.
This one says liver and onions at least once a month.
Oh.
I could smell it walking home from school, and I knew that that's what I was having for dinner.
You walk out of school. What's that steak? Oh, my mom must be making liver and onions again. Yeah.
Some people are saying this text is grilled cheese was absolutely gross. Excuse me.
No, that's great.
Grilled cheese is a delicacy.
Let me ask you this about grilled cheese.
Okay.
My mom, growing up, I don't think she does it anymore. I think she switched to butter. But growing up as a kid, she would put mayo in my grilled cheese sandwich, and I hated it.
In it or like on the part that touches the hot surface?
I think she'd put Miracle Whip in it. Like she would put, and Miracle Whip is not my thing, but she would put it on the inside of the bread, and then I think she put it on the outside of the bread.
I can't.
But she says it gave it a little tang, but I was not a fan.
A little tang? You don't want a tang in your grilled cheese sandwich.
You just want the cheese and the bread and the butter.
Ham and bean soup, hot dog casserole, chipped beef and peas on toast.
There's another word for that, but it's inappropriate. I can't say it. It's a cuss word. It's blank on a shingle.
Oh. Yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah, and that's what that's what chipped beef is.
You poor children. When you were children, sauerkraut with weenies. Why?
Okay, we had weenie boats as a kid. Let me explain what a weenie boat is. My mom would make this. It was like a mashed potato boat, and then there was hot dog right in the middle. So it looked like a canoe was riding the waves of mashed potatoes.
A weenie boat,
and then cheese on it.
A hot dog with I can't.
Dude, there were six of us.
I'm feeling so grateful for my mom right now. The worst thing she gave me was the meatloaf that actually is pretty good.
And bacon wrapped. Okay? So you're right. Like, here's the deal. You have always told me your childhood was, I lived on Hamburger Helper. I will say that Hamburger Helper was my jam at the house because that's what we could afford. With weenie boats, and I had powdered milk as a kid because we went through
You're the youngest of 6 kids.
All right, fine.
All right? They had to cut costs somewhere, whether that's milk or what.
It was with the weenie boats.
With the weenie boats.
Why does everything nasty have to have weenie in it? It's beanie weenies. It's hot dog. Like, have we learned yet that hot dogs are not good when everyone's saying hot dog is the answer?
Like Karen, poor Karen. She says sauerkraut with weenies.